If you were excited about the nunchucks in John Wick 4, well, guess what? There is something a little bit better in what you're going to see in this film. Welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I'm accompanied by my wife, Jen, also from Nerdbox. And on this episode, we are talking about Renfield. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
This is Brian O'Holler, and you're watching the Popcorn Confessional on the Nerdbox. Sounds like a porn site.
After centuries of servitude, Renfield, the tortured aide to his narcissistic boss, Dracula, forced to procure his master's prey and do his every bidding, finds a new lease on life in modern-day New Orleans through group therapy sessions and when he meets a woman who declares him her savior. Now he must break Dracula's oppressive chains and find the strength to move on his own.
We just came from the theater seeing Renfield, and man, I am glad we chose that to see first over The Pope's Exorcist.
Absolutely. I'm not super excited for The Pope's Exorcist. All of you know this. So I'm really glad that I got to see Renfield, and Nick Cage as Dracula did not disappoint.
Yes, you're getting all the Nick Cage goodness that we talked about on our recent episode of the Pop 5, maybe turned up to 100. Super eccentric, super over the top of facial expressions, delivery of lines, it's just all there.
His snarkiness, all the stuff you would expect from Nick Cage, only as Dracula.
Yes, and if you've watched a couple of trailers and seen some of the pictures, I honestly think, like, from here up, he kind of looks a little bit like Bela Lugosi, and they have some black and white scenes in there playing back to those movies. So that was cool to see.
Yeah, that was really cool. I like how they kind of gave you like that throwback, and they also give you the backstory on Renfield because, like we said, he's been doing this for centuries. So the film had to start out in black and white.
A lot of cool things in this. What I really enjoyed was the practical effects work that was in this movie. Now, there is some CGI in there, but it's done right. It's done not to take over the entire film or deliver in the film. It highlights certain things that you couldn't get away with for practical effects.
Yeah.
But the practical effects work, wow,
yeah,
very good.
I think the CGI in this one just elevates it. It does exactly what it needs to do. It was done really well.
I think anytime you really use CGI, it should be just to elevate certain things here and there, not to take over and do your entire special effects in it. That's how you get the Thing reboot where it looks like crap.
Yeah, and that's how you start losing viewers.
The practical effects makeup that Nicolas Cage had to wear in the beginning of the movie, it made it more fun with him delivering the lines.
Oh yeah, that definitely did, especially because, he's talking a little funny because the way the makeup was. You'll see when you watch it. It was cool. Now,
it is a horror comedy, but it kind of combines some elements in there. So if you like John Wick, you're going to get a little bit of that in here. If you like Rush Hour, you're going to get a little bit of that in here as well. So you get your horror comedy, you get your action, you get your action comedy. It's all just kind of thrown into a little pot, stirred around, and bam, you got it.
And you get a little bit of drama too, because you do have, the story of Renfield and kind of like his sad life. And, of course he is in this therapy group and those people are not living the best lives either. So you kind of have like a mix of everything.
Yes, so the story is definitely well played out. Renfield is going to a support group where other people are there because they're in abusive relationships with significant others.
Yeah.
So he's actually a spectator at the group sessions. We're not going to say why he's a spectator there, but you'll learn that when you watch the film.
Yeah.
But he is sort of having an awakening of himself while attending these meetings. And it's like, oh man, I really don't have to live the way I've lived for the last few centuries.
Yeah. He's realizing that he, maybe take back his life. Much like someone who's abused.
Yes. So as he kind of gets distracted by this. He kind of falls off on the duties that he has to do for Dracula, which causes a little bit of a friction between them.
Just a little.
And then he gets entangled in a mob war.
Yeah, because why not, right?
Yes, vampires, mob wars, everything's just thrown in there, but it's done very well.
It is. It all mixes really well together. So.
And honestly, who wouldn't want to see Sonic the Hedgehog versus
Dracula?
The voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, Ben Schwartz.
And he's also a part of a crime family.
This one delivers in the laughs. It delivers in the Nicolas Cage over-the-top performances. Again, little self-plugging. The Pop 5, we talk about 5 other films that have Nicolas Cage in it. And then upcoming Monday, we have vampire comedies that we're going to be talking about too. So what do you rate this one?
I would go see it again in the theater.
Yes, I would too. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah.
I hope this makes... Well, I hope this doesn't make The Pope's Exorcist suck, because you're having a really good movie and then you're going into another movie, and then sometimes that kind of spoils a little bit, so I really just kind of have to separate the two a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to maybe forget that you saw this movie when you go to see that one, and then if it does suck really bad, we just go see Renfield again.
Yeah, we should have done it in reverse. If we were disappointed with The Pope's Exorcist, I'm like, oh, and then Renfield's like, hey!
Yeah, probably should have done it that way. 'Cause I don't have high hopes for The Pope's Exorcist. Hopefully Russell Crowe will prove me wrong.
Are you going to see this movie in theaters? Let us know by dropping that in the comments, or are you just going to wait and to see it at home? Now, I will say Jenna Cannell from Terrifier 1 is in it.
Yes.
And she makes a little reference to that movie, so that's cool to see too.
She does. And she's not the biggest fan of Renfield.
No,
So,
not at all.
no. And that one of her comments that she makes that's in reference to Terrifier is towards Renfield. So,
Anyway, don't forget it is the quest for 5,000 subscribers, and you can help us get there by
liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing.
Yes, every time that you do that, you help our channel out, get pushed out there to the masses, so we have a chance to bring in new audience members. So we thank you for watching this video. We thank you for subscribing to the channel, but help us grow. And along the way to the 5,000 subscribers at 25, 50, and 75, we'll be giving away some movie theater swag when we have the likes and comments come in, and then when we hit 100 likes and comments, we'll give away a full-size poster. So if you're wondering if you've won, go over to the community section. You'll see a bunch of names that Jen has listed there that have won some prizes, and we'll ship them out to you. We're so close to 3,000 subscribers. So if you can help us get there by sharing the video, sharing the other videos that you may like, at 3,000 subscribers, I haven't told her this yet, we're going to give away a horror swag bag. So we have a horror bag from a movie. We're going to throw some horror stuff in it, add a couple other things to it, and ship it out to you. So at 3,000 subscribers, help us get there. So I would like to get there before the end of the month. We're so close.
Yes.
Anyway, until the next.
See ya.
See ya.